Are you wondering how to create a milestone in Smartsheet? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need to do, and I'm going to give you a few tips along the way. So I've just created this sample sheet, and as you can see, it's a project plan, and I've got a column for a task name. We've got duration, we've got a start and finish, and that's set to the date column properties. We've got predecessors, and we've got the other key fields as well, such as percentage complete and status. And I've just put some example tasks in here as well, just to give you an idea. And we're going to set a milestone up in row 2. So the first thing you need to do is you need to enable the Gantt view. So at the top here, by default, you'll have the grid view. You just need to enable the Gantt view. And if you click this, you'll notice that it appears on the right hand side. So you can drag that across. If you kind of hover over that line, you can kind of make it as large or as small as you want. I kind of have it towards to the right hand side and keep all of this kind of visible. That's just kind of my preference, but you can kind of move that to where you need it to be. The second thing you need to do, and there's two ways of going about this, is you need to edit your project settings. So the first way is you can right click on any column and you can look for the edit project settings button. The second way is once you're in this Gantt view, you can click this cog here and you'll see edit project settings. So there's two ways of going about it. It doesn't really matter which one you use. Nevertheless, you need to head in there. And when you do this, you basically need to enable dependencies. So at the moment, we don't have them activated. You're looking for this checkbox here. So enable that, and what it's going to say to you is if you've got a predecessor column already, it's going to use that. Otherwise, it will need to create one for you. So I will click yes in this example. If you're doing this on your own sheet, you might need to have this set up for you. Nevertheless, I'm going to hit yes. The same thing will happen with duration, as you can see here. Again, I've already got that in place, but if you didn't, you'd need to create that. I'm going to hit yes. And you'll see here that once I've hit yes, we've got everything kind of set up. Our dependencies are enabled. Hit OK. The next thing you need to do, and this is when you set up your milestone. So to set up a milestone, you need to ensure that the task duration is set as 0. And then to enable the milestone, you need to put in your start date. So I'm going to, for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to put in today's date. So 17th of May, 2022. And you'll see that the milestone now appears on the right hand side. And you can see that by that diamond shape on the right in the Gantt. Another thing that you can do is you can set up an extended milestone. And if you wanted to do that, you need to use this little symbol here in front of the 0. And that will basically enable you to, and you'll need a start date as well, but that will just enable you to have the extended milestone if you did need that. So one other recommendation I have for you is that I would link milestones to any former tasks as well, and you can do that with the predecessor column. And the reason why you'd want to do that is your milestone will essentially shift if the finish date is updated of the former task. So what I want to do is I'll just show you how that works. So let's go, we're going to go in here. Let's say we started this last week as an example, and it's taken us just shy of a week. So we can see that here on the right hand side. Okay, that's brilliant. If we put this predecessor, creating the milestone, this could only happen when the recording was started. So the predecessor here would be 1. And you'll see that that's created that link. Now, let's just say we started the recording, I don't know, it's going to last us 2 weeks as an example. Let's put this as 28. You'll see that it's pushed the milestone all the way back, and this has basically been updated and it's reflected. So that's a really good way to ensure basically that milestones are kind of at a realistic time frame and that they kind of align with the rest of your project plan. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do hit the like button. That tells me I should continue making videos like this, and do consider subscribing to my channel as well. I've got lots of videos on Smartsheet training that you may be able to learn from. I think I've got over 60 at the moment. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, and then you're going to get alerted of when I release videos just like this. And there's a link down in the description as well that will head over to my website. I'm going to be releasing a Smartsheet training course soon. So if you head over there, you can let me know that you're interested in that course. and you'll also get an extra discount of when I do release it. So with all of that said, I hope you have an excellent day.